Hello everybody, this is AYMB. I put up a poll on what video you wanted to see next Wednesday, and you guys wanted OPBR guides, so I'm starting with a guide on how to spend your rainbow diamonds effectively. With that said, I noticed that over 80% of my audience hasn't subscribed yet, so if you're enjoying my content, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on future guides. Well then, on to the intro.
Changing who I am, I'm making a new plan, rearranging my life and I won't look back ever again.
There are 3 ways to guarantee an EX in OPBR. 1. Save up about 3,000 gems, which takes forever. Luck, which doesn't happen too often. Or 3. Cash. Sorry credit card John, you'll have to be sacrificed. All 3 methods suck in my opinion, which is why I won't tell you to chase EX units or spend everything on the latest hype banner. Instead, I'll talk about how to save and spend rainbow diamonds effectively so you can build a strong account, win games, and maybe in the future have at least a few EXs. Yes, I understand. EX characters are broken and often carry games. However, if your account isn't built properly, a bounty fest or a step up with great character support and medals can beat you. Even current meta characters like Kuzan and Sabo can be easily KO'd by Ichiji, Onigashima Nami, and Opbr. Instead, build your account by maxing out units and building your character support. So, if you're not saving diamonds for EXs, what are you spending them on? Well, it depends on the current banners. Think of it like shopping. You want to get the best deal for your money and know when to save and when to spend. I'll go over the various banners I've seen and tell you what to look for. Keep in mind I'll mention previous banners, so I'll put them on screen when relevant. Anyway, let's start with the current banners. Do not pull on Bounty Fest and EX banners like this. The only thing you can gain from it besides the 1% chance of getting Shiryu or Burgess is getting more scout points. But you need to pull a lot before you buy character frags and the unit itself from the pity shop. The game often does this with new units, be it Bounty Fests or EXs, so keep that in mind. Now moving on to the banner for light and blue EX Shanks. While you only have a 0.1% chance of getting either unit, I'd say go for it, especially if you love Shanks. Unlike the previous banners for both units, you can gain character fragments for each multi. You'll need 6 tickets to guarantee blue Shanks and 10 for light Shanks. So it's about 1,440 for blue Shanks and 2,400 for light Shanks. It's still a lot of gems, but much less than the usual amount it takes to guarantee 1 copy of an EX. While I said I don't recommend going after EXs, I want to show you what to look for if you do still want one. Plus, you'll probably purchase Shiryu or Burgess from the pity shop, or at least their fragments. Just keep in mind if you get lucky and pull either EX, just stop pulling. That kind of luck only comes around once in a while. Moving on, this is a pretty easy skip. This one, and then the other banner just like this one. While the second multi guarantees a 4-star unit, you have to spend 100 diamonds for it, so it's not worth it. Granted, you want at least 1 Germa 66 unit for your account, but this isn't the banner to pull for it. The other 3 units are pretty good too, and you get 4-star character fragments from pulling. But again, not worth spending 50 gems on this banner. Before moving on, I'll say this about the Germa 66 units. They're like the OPBR equivalent to Pokemon starters. A lot of people will tell you that Ichiji's the best of the 3, but to be honest, I very much disagree with this. All 3 of them are very good at their role, and having at least one is better for your account than none. Still, it's better to wait for the Germa 66 banner to come back if you missed it, especially if you missed the free banner. Also, the best of the 3 depends on your playstyle and character support, but again, all of them are good units and you should opt for getting at least one of them. Anyway, for the last banner, I recommend only pulling twice on this banner. While steps 3 to 5 will guarantee a 1 4-star unit, 50 gems is a bit too much, but for only 30 gems you get 2 multis and 30,000 bounty coins. It's kind of a steal. Now on to other banners, starting with honestly the most free-to-play friendly and arguably the best banner in this game. Look at this, only 10 gems per unit and you get various 4-star units for your account, especially for character support. So for 250 gems you get 200 plus 4-star units, they're fragments, and plenty of cola after you max them. And that cola can be used to buy bounty coins and other resources. What else do I really have to say? This banner comes out every 6 months or so keep an eye out for it. Now moving on to some other banners you might see, starting with the completely free banners. So whether you have a half a multi, a full multi, or the ticket banners, it doesn't really matter, just pull on them. That's all I have to really say about that one. And then you have this previous Akainu banner, like with the light shanks and the blue shanks banner. I do highly recommend pulling on this one. Now, while it is 50 rainbow diamonds and it is still pretty steep in my opinion, it's not too bad, especially for a unit like Akainu. He is pretty good in this meta, and if you like using Akainu, or you want to use Akainu, or you really like him, then I do recommend pulling him on the next banner that comes out for him. I already showed this off, but here was the previous banner for Light Shanks. I had pulled on this banner, but as you could see, this banner was abysmal. Just look at this. Now while you do get tickets from step 2 to 4, just look at the top right there. Divine Departure Shanks guaranteed with 80 tickets. So you have to pull a heck of a lot to get Shanks, and it's just not worth it. Maybe, just maybe, if you're a crazy Shanks fan like me, you just pray to the gacha gods that they'll give you what you want, or you could just pull on the first multi and see what happens, but I recommend skipping banners like this. And now for the final banner I'll be discussing in this video. This banner is pretty decent. I think all 3 of the units that you see here are pretty decent even in this meta. So if you want any 2 of the 3 units, I'd recommend going for it. Now while I have said 50 gems is pretty steep for a banner, you could go for just pulling the first multi or pulling all throughout the whole page. So step 1 to 4, just pulling on all of them and see what you get. You not only get some orbs from it, but you also get a guarantee for 1 4-star, so I believe it's worth it. Now to end the video, I'll talk about how to save rainbow diamonds. This is pretty tricky since this is a gacha game, and these games are made to be very predatory. If you ever, and I mean ever, feel the urge to pull, and there are no good banners out, or you barely have any gems, maybe around 300 or 400 or so, then get off the game and do something else for a while. In the past, I've heard advice like if you're itching to summon, just play another gacha game and summon on there. And I'll tell you right now, that's the most ridiculous advice you could ever listen to. It doesn't just promote gambling, but putting yourself in more situations to summon when you already have that urge to summon just doesn't make any sense. It's better to just play a non-gacha game or do something else to avoid being in that situation and ultimately get out of that mindset. Another way to save is by waiting to play the solo missions. You get 3 gems per star obtained in the normal missions, along with 3 more gems for every 3 stars you obtain in the mission section, and 2 gems for completing the hard mission. 1 for completing the mission and another in the mission section. Well, that's it for the video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for my future videos. Thank you for watching and have a good day.
Jana!